what's up YouTube? This is Bennett with Emblem Kings, here to bring you guys another step-by-step walkthrough tutorial for your newest Black Ops 2 emblem. This one's the Volkswagen logo. Now, if you guys enjoy the video, please like it on YouTube and feel free to subscribe. Let's get into it. And we're going to start off layer 1 with a full circle. And go ahead and enlarge it so it touches all four sides. Color it black. Copy and paste that to layer 2. Change that color to white and shrink it down just a little bit so the layer behind it just shows on the outside. Copy and paste that to layer 3. And we're going to do the same here, except shrink that one just so the little bit of white is showing behind it. Copy and paste 3 to 4 and select the color blue. Don't worry too much about the specific blue. I'm going to come back later in the video and change that color anyway. Copy and paste layer 4 to 5, change the color black, and shrink that down just a bit so you have a little bit of the blue showing behind that. Copy and paste layer 5 to 6, color it white, and shrink it down just a little bit so it fits inside the last layer. Copy and paste layer 6 to 7. I'm going to color that blue once again. Shrink it down a little bit using fixed scale and place it just inside the white layer like so. Layer 8, we're going to go ahead and select rectangle medium and stretch it across from the upper left hand corner to the lower right hand corner. And before placing it, just make sure it's perfectly centered by using the grid in the background. Copy and paste layer 8 to 9 and create an X in the center. Layer 10 once again is rectangle medium. Stretch it out a bit to create the left side of the W on the bottom. Go ahead and fit it, place it like so. And be sure to maintain the same thickness as the two rectangles used to make the X. Copy and paste layer 10 to layer 11 and readjust it to create the right side of the W. Alright, and like I said earlier, at this point I'm going to go back and change the color blue. Go ahead and select the fourth blue from the bottom and do the same for layer 4. To layer 12, go ahead and select half circle, color it black, and we're going to create the shading on the right hand side of the logo. Try and position this with a half circle. The straight line is just to the right of the V, like so. And you can do this just by taking the half circle into free scale. Go ahead and adjust the opacity to 70. Alright, layer 13, go ahead and select the full circle. Using free scale and fixed scale, drop it down so it fits just inside the white circle on the upper left hand corner, like so. Color this oval white and change the opacity to 15. Right, moving on to layer 14, go ahead and select rectangle medium and take that into free scale and stretch it very thin. Color it black, and we're going to start working on the shading behind the letters. Alright, place it to the right side of the V and reduce the opacity to 60. Now copy and paste layer 14 to 15 and place it just inside the left center of the W, like so. Copy and paste layer 15 to 16 and place it just underneath the V and above the W. For layer 17, we're going to go ahead and select rectangle medium again, color it black, and stretch it out thin, and place it inside the left part of the W. Reduce the opacity to 60 once again. Now copy and paste layer 17 to layer 18 and drag that over to the right side of the W, placing it just outside. For layer 19, go ahead and select curved line, reduce the opacity to 60 and color it black. And we're going to place it in the upper left hand corner of the emblem. But go ahead and change that layer to the new layer 8. Copy and paste layer 8 to layer 20 and bring that back to layer 9 and move it up to the center of the emblem just inside the white border. Now copy and paste layer 9 to layer 21, bring layer 21 back, make it the new layer 10, and we're placing this one, stretch it out using freescale, place it just outside the left part of the W. Now copy and paste layer 20 to 22 and place this line just inside the left part of the V. Then copy and paste layer 22 to 23 and place that one on the part of the W that's along the same line as the one you just placed on the V. For layer 24, go ahead and select another full circle. Extend it to the full size of the emblem. Then go ahead and color it black. Bring that layer all the way back and make it the new layer 4. And reduce the opacity to 40. At this point, I'm just going to go ahead and readjust layer 17, enlarging it to fit the entire upper left-hand corner. Now hop back over to layer 16, and just reduce the opacity on this one to 50. And that's about it. Thanks again for watching, I really appreciate it. If you have any suggestions, anything like that, feel free to reach out. Other than that, again, this is Bennett with Emblem Kings. Until next time, take care.